This woman isn't a doctor, nor is she a nurse. In fact, Tara Cassidy is a primary school dropout. She has no medical qualifications at all. Yet in Nepal, she's legally allowed to dispense medicines with the approval and blessing of the state.
These volunteers have been are the frontline workers in Nepal. They are our soldiers in health field, which has really, saving thousands of child's life.
Nepal straddles the mighty Himalayas. It's a rich landscape of soaring peaks, lush valleys, and fertile plains. But no matter where they call home, life for most of Nepal's 28 million people is far from idyllic.
Despite years of foreign aid, 1 in 3 Nepalese still lives in abject poverty. And until very recently, people here were still dying of preventable diseases like diarrhoea and pneumonia in staggering numbers. As you're about to see, there are vast parts of Nepal that are more reminiscent of third world Africa than they are of Asia.
Nepalese are among the poorest of the poor. For years, the infant mortality rate was one of the world's worst. Even today, half of those who survive childhood never learn to read and write. And most people die before they turn 60.
Right. So that's why the program has a very good contribution.
Shrestha spent years working in the field of health and nutrition in North America. He came back determined to make a difference.
Yeah, when we came, then saw that, the country was not doing that well about child mortality, reducing and maternal mortality.
Should Nepal be doing better than it is?
I think so. If you look at the health services and the mortality, I think, compared to other countries, Nepal is not doing that well.
Health authorities have known for more than 20 years that some diseases could be prevented by increasing the level of vitamin A in the diet. The challenge in such a mountainous country was how to do it, until one man offered a simple idea. Let the poor do the job themselves.
You favoured women?
Yes.
Why?
Yeah. Because of this study, they shows that if you really recruit women, that will, they were really able to convince, the mothers and understand the problem about the children.
Did people laugh at you when you first came up with the idea?
Oh yeah. They were saying that how could you use these female who are illiterate, and not doing much work in the community, could be a leader, on this big mission, reducing child mortality.
Tara Cassidy is one of those females recruited to give vitamin A, but that's not all she dispenses.
किन नखाएको त बिर्स्यो खान हस्पिटल गएर हो
It's Murti Jadav's first baby, and Tara isn't too impressed by how she's handling the weak old boy.
बच्चालाई यस्तो लुगा नलगाउने यो बच्चालाई यो छातीमा हावा पस्छ कि सुती कपडाको भोटो बनाएर यहाँसम्म भएको लुगा लाउने निमोनिया भएको बच्चालाई यसलाई चिसोबाट जोगाउने.
At just 45 and a grandmother twice over, Tara's a respected elder in Nepali society. But setting young mothers straight doesn't always make her popular.
कितना माँ बच्चे गाली से हमको मारने को लिए भी आते थे एकदम सुस्त दिमाग से उसको एकदम समझा के रंग होता है जैसा कालू गीत करें कितना गर्भवती महिला खून में मर जाती थी डूब के
Despite Tara's health crusade, things are still not good in Ramganj village. Geeta Devi is puzzled by how to stop her son's diarrhea. The kitchen doubles as the clinic. With just 12 days of training in basic health and nutrition, Tara has become the nearest thing to a local GP these villagers have ever seen.
झाडा पखाला भनेको सरुवा रोग हो हामीले झाडा पखाला लाग्यो भने हेलचाक्री गर्न हुँदैन हेलचाक्री गर्यो भने आफ्नै बच्चाको मृत्यु दर हुन्छ अनि यो बच्चालाई खुवाउने
The treatment, oral rehydration solution, ORS. It's a combination of salt and sugar mixed in clean water that has saved millions of lives. But here in Nepal, modern health practices compete with the equivalent of voodoo.
कितना गर्भवती महिला होते उसको दर्द हो रहा है उधर धामी को ले जाकर मुर्गी काटते हैं तो हम लोग इसी गांव में झाड़ फूक कराने ले जाते थे हम भी पहले ले जाते थे
How much resistance have you had from the witch doctors? You're kind of taking their job, aren't you?
Yeah. In the beginning, it was very hard, But what we did in our training, we also involved them. So they are also participants of the training. The way we have actually encouraged them. We said, look, there are certain things you can do, and there are certain things you can't do, right? So
what? Sacrifice a goat, but give a pill.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nepal has 15,000 kilometres of roads, although half are still dirt tracks more fit for horse and cart.
The problem is how to get this cheap solution, right? Like as I said, the vitamin A capsule costs 2 cents. Get this capsule to that person. That's the problem. This is Ghuski village.
We've come to see what happens when people in remote areas miss out on vitamin A.
Where are we here?
Well, this is the house where we have the child with night blind.
Oh, which one?
I think this is the one.
How do you know that there is something wrong with this little girl? Can you show me?
Yeah, because if you look at, the one way is if you look at, Omar, you see the white space. Here there will be a foamy white patch, right? And that's the vitamin A deficiency. Same thing here.
5-year-old Ruxana Carton can see as well as anyone during the day, but at night it's a different story. She's completely blind. It's a common problem in vitamin-deficient children.
How is it that she is affected but other members of the family and community are not? Why is it one person?
Okay, there could be many reasons. One reason maybe she might have, prolonged diarrhea for a long time.
Diarrhea?
Yeah. And also, she might not get, the vitamin-rich foods in her food. Or she might be just taking bread and onion and salt, nothing else.
Right. And untreated, what would happen to her?
Okay, what will happen if she will have, say, that foamy thing there, and suppose if she has measles, right, she can lose her eyes in 48 hours.
Permanent blindness.
Yeah. And if somebody gets blind with vitamin A deficiency, you cannot reverse it.
Sunset. The day is fading, and so is Ruxana's eyesight.
So, कुछ देखबी कि नहीं देखबी?
No.
No, she cannot see.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay.
For
such a debilitating condition, the cure is just so simple. A few drops of vitamin A.
She should, see the difference from tomorrow.
24 hours?
Yeah.
Vitamin A night blindness also affects pregnant women. Anita Malaha is trying to make dinner before the light fades.
सब चीज के दिक्कत है छे अखन तो या ना है तो दिक्कत तो सब चीज करत रहिए रात के करिए भंसारू ऐसा मालारू घर ना कर सके छिए बाहर भीतर ना कर सके छिए.
At night, the caregiver becomes dependent on the child. It's not long before we see the evidence of Anita's predicament.
पहले ये से मना पहले से ना सीए दियो लेख नहीं देखे छिए.
Anita went through night blindness with her other pregnancies. She'd assumed it was just natural, until she learned about Ram Shrestha's vitamin A campaign.
नमस्ते दीदी ठीक है सब अखन के देखे छे कुछ नहीं देखे छे.
Once again, the healing power of a 2-cent pill is enough to fully restore a person's eyesight.
Why was this such a problem? What was the missing ingredient in this society?
I would say the lack of awareness. You know, they saw the children are dying, but they didn't know it's because of simple thing.
It's not as though Nepal is short on greens that are rich in vitamin A. But growing vegetables and eating them are two different things.
How is it that a nation could have a vitamin deficiency with all this fruit and vegetable?
Yeah, because what happens, you know, because the people sell all these vegetables which is rich in vitamin A, they sell here and they buy other things. Right?
So rather than eat it, they'll sell it.
Exactly.
To make money.
So that's why the prevalence of vitamin A is very high, you know, in the villages here.
Back at Anita Malaha's, it's been 48 hours since she took the pill. That includes a sure-footed walk to the backyard to pick herbs for dinner. Before the vitamin A campaign, night blindness affected almost 1 in 4 Nepalese. The treatment is liberating people whose daily lives are full of enough other hardships.
अकेले नत निकाले सब अब अकेले निकले छिए पानी तान आरवाने छ सब चीज करे छ खाना आर पकुए छ रात के.
Can she see? Can she see me? Can she see you?
हमरा देखे छी हमर देखि त
हां
She can see more than last night?
काल खिना जते देखैत रही ना अखन केना देखाइ दै छौ
Improving.
It's only been a day, but 5-year-old Ruxana is also getting better. She can see the torch.
So between last night and tonight, what has changed for her?
Now that is better, a little better than last night.
You didn't have to come back, did you? I mean, you could have pursued an international career, couldn't you?
Yeah. The reason I came back was because I saw a simple way. You know, you can really make a big change. What you need is very simple technique, easily administrable, right, and believable, right, and cost effective. That's what you need.
None of it would have been possible without Nepal's volunteer mums. Infant mortality has been cut in half. 24,000 child deaths are prevented every year. The grassroots vitamin A campaign is now being copied by other developing nations. In future, those communities may have something good to sing about as well.